The movie opens with Knoll, the god of symbiotes. Knoll possesses dark powers and was extremely cruel, so the symbiotes created by him imprisoned him. Knoll needs the Codex, which is only found in Venom's original form, to break free from his imprisonment. The Codex is formed when a symbiote enters the human body and makes it its host. Knoll instructs the xenophages to search every universe for the Codex. The next scene shifts to Eddie and Venom in a Mexican bar, where Venom utilizes his multiple hands to mix a unique cocktail for himself. After a while, Eddie sees a news report on television in which the reporter states that Eddie is being held responsible for former police detective Patrick's death. Then Eddie decides to go to New York because he knows a corrupt judge who can help him prove his innocence. Venom pays the bartender and they leave, but a small piece of Venom's body is left on the counter. On the way, Eddie hears the barking of dogs who are in distress. Venom breaks down the door and enters the apartment, where many dogs are trapped in cages. Venom then frees the dogs and engages the criminals in a fight, devouring their heads. A mysterious man finds Venom through a camera and orders Commander Rex to capture him. Rex arrives at the same Mexican bar with his soldiers and seals a piece of Venom's body in a bottle. He then takes the bartender with him as well. Rex brings a small piece of Venom's body to Area 51, where symbiotes are captured and studied. Meanwhile, soldiers bring Patrick's body to Area 51. Patrick was infected with a symbiote after encountering Carnage, but is left for dead by it before he is captured by Area 51. Rex meets Dr. Teddy and Dr. Sadie and gives them a small piece of Venom's body. The three then go to a containment cell that is holding Mulligan, who is hosting the symbiote known as Toxin. Speaking through Mulligan, Dr. Teddy asks Toxin why Xenophage came to Earth and what is their purpose. Toxin tells them that Knoll wants to be released and needs the Codex to release him, which he will get from Venom. Toxin also tells them that if he gets free, he will destroy this universe, and the only way to stop him is to kill Eddie or Venom, which will destroy the Codex. Venom and Eddie were headed to New York, hanging from a plane. Meanwhile, Xenophage discovered them and also climbed onto the plane, engaging Venom in combat. During the fight, Venom tossed Eddie off the top of the plane. Eddie was about to fall, but at the critical moment, Venom arrived and acted as his parachute, landing him safely on the ground. Venom told Eddie that Knoll had sent the Xenophage to capture him because Knoll wanted the Codex, which he would get from him only. After walking for a long time, they saw a horse. Venom then entered the horse and started running very fast with Eddie on its back. Rex finds Eddie and Venom and sends his soldiers to capture them. Eddie and Venom jump into the water. Eddie fights with a lady soldier and shoots her. Venom is caught by the soldiers, but Xenophage arrives and kills the soldier. Eddie and Venom manage to escape from there. On the way, Eddie meets Martin and his family, who are heading to Area 51 to see the aliens. Martin offers Eddie a ride and drives him to Las Vegas. Eddie tries to go to the casino, but the casino guard stops him after seeing his shabby condition. Eddie then punches a man unconscious, takes his suit, and goes inside the casino, where he meets Mrs. Chen. Mrs. Chen takes Venom to her room, where she dances with Venom. Meanwhile, Xenophage detects Venom's presence and goes there to catch him. However, Venom enters Eddie's body, due to which the Xenophage cannot see Venom and leaves. Meanwhile, Commander Rex and his soldiers reach there and separate Venom from Eddie and capture both of them and bring them both to Area 51. Meanwhile, Martin reaches Area 51 with his family and sneaks inside. Eddie sees Patrick in the containment cell. Patrick's new symbiote tells him that he has to save the Codex from Knoll. Dr. Sadie knows the threat, and she also knows that Commander Rex will kill Eddie, so she frees Venom. Then, Rex brings Eddie out of the cell and shoots him. Then the Venom goes into Eddie's body and saves him. Just then, Xenophage arrives and launches an attack on them. Toxin fights the Xenophage, but the Xenophage kills it easily. Then, Dr. Sadie frees all the other symbiotes so they can help Venom fight Xenophage. However, the Xenophage easily kills them all. Then, a symbiote takes Dr. Sadia as its host, and she joins the fight against the Xenophage. Rex and the other soldiers attack the Xenophage, but their bullets have no effect on the Xenophage. Eddie sees Martin and his family and saves them, and tells Dr. Teddy to take them away from here. Both Dr. Sadie and Venom fight Xenophage and cut off several of his hands. Then Xenophage sends a signal to Null, and Null sends many Xenophages there. Venom feels that he will not win against them, so he decides to sacrifice himself to save the universe. Venom combines with the Xenophages, throwing Eddie out of his body. Venom then stands on top of the acid tank, saying goodbye to Eddie before Rix throws acid on him. Venom places the door on Eddie to prevent acid from falling on him. Then Rex detonates the bomb, destroying the entire facility. Dr. Teddy injects a symbiote into herself and saves Dr. Sadia from the explosion. Venom and Rex die, and Eddie falls unconscious. When Eddie wakes up, he finds himself in the hospital. The senior military officer meets him there and informs him that he has saved the universe from great danger. As a result, all charges against him have been waived. Eddie goes to New York and finds himself feeling very lonely, missing Venom, and the movie ends here.